Rather slow, wants to spend some time in lane and get those initial levels up. They'll need to prioritize some experience on Jottam so that he can get points in that liquid fire. Yol gets jumped on, FNG goes in with the burrow strike. Havost is here throwing in the right clicks. There are the Dubs chasing him down. There's your first blood. Havost connects with an arrow. As you can hear, the crowd goes wild. That tends to be when Dendy will really start making the plays happen. But let's take a glance at net worth, see how things are faring. Dendy is topping the charts, but Lycan nipping at his heels. Up top, we'll see BZZ get initiated on. Funnick has an ultimate if needed. Arrow from Havost from downtown connects, and it's a kill on the Veno. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, another fight breaking out. Dream Coil flies through. They found the kill on Lycan. Yol connects with a stun on Van Score. They won't dive the tower, and the big fatty ogre lives. Now Sadoy coming in. They want the turn. They'll find it on the Skywrath. Still not a great short the mana he needs for the Chronosphere. Not going to have it anytime soon. And now the follow-up from Virtus.Pro coming in. Dendy hops forward, finds the kill on the Prophet. Out comes the ultimate from Skywrath Mage. Yol in some trouble. He goes down as well. It's a quick 2-0. BZZ on the run. Jottam throws out the macro pyre.
Had mana for Chronosphere in that fight too. That would have just been a massacre.
And Dendy mid taking some harassment here. Ice Path flies through, but he'll be okay. Meanwhile, in the Radiant jungle, FNG gets dusted, takes a stun from the Ogre. G in the wolf form coming in. We'll try to click him down, but Dendy's there with the Dream Coil. Can't quite get the positioning that they need to keep the Sand King alive. And now Sadoy coming in. Aggressive TP forward. Goes in onto Van Score. Pops the Blade Mail, but out comes the Moonlight Shadow. Chronosphere now from Funnick. Connects on 3. The Mystic Flare comes in onto G. That'll be a kill there, or will it? Down goes the Lycan. It'll cost him their Void, but Virtus.Pro taking heavy damage. Mirana right in the middle of the fray, now takes the ultimate from the Venomancer, stands his ground as long as he can, but it's Virtus.Pro that find the fight until Dendy reinitiates out on the Jottam. A triple kill for Dendy. Multicast from Yol. Dendy now looking to chase it down. The Ogre, he may be tanky, but it's looking grim. He'll survive this onslaught. Soon to be a full 5-man wipe on the side of Virtus.Pro as the hometown hero Dendy finds an ultra kill.
What a disaster for V.
Of course, that is in the mid lane here. So getting a little bit of a gold boost, but Moonlight Shadow's been deployed. FNG hiding in the tree line. If Virtus.Pro stuck around a little bit longer, that could have been devastating as the Sand King was looking to set the trap. Arrow flying in from downtown, connects on Yol. There's your Mystic Flare to follow up. The damage is there. They've got the kill on Ogre. Now G goes in, full wolf form, looking to click down Van Score, but the rest of the fight breaking out inside of the lane. Chronosphere out on 3. Will they have the damage to bring him down? BZZ, too tanky for Funnick, and in comes the Cavalry. That's a good fight for Virtus.Pro. It's a 1-for-3, a double kill for Sadoy, and finally the exchange.
Sand King waiting with his ultimate up the hill. They would have just wiped the 3 of them, but it looks like the mass HP build from Venomancer is actually paying off.
Yeah. Paid off in that one at least, is now Havost coming in, trying to do some solo work. In comes Dendy, finishes off the Venomancer. Now G in hot pursuit, hops to the orb, jumps right onto Sadoy, uses the Blade Mail, but to little avail. Havost taking a lot of damage. Out comes the Dream Coil. The Wolves will still chase him down. Can they find the kill? The Veno Ward even helping him out. Meanwhile, on the backside, G takes an Ancient Seal, and they will find the kill on the Mirana. Veno, he gets credit for it with the poison. Now FNG coming forward, Burrow Strike onto G. There's your orb. They'll use a dust, but it won't be enough, and the Aegis will get procced. Lycan coming back to life. Can they find any kind of return kill? No, they won't even go for it. Instead, the Wolves will chase down FNG. Takes a bottle charge. Well, we'll have to hold that thought as Arrow comes in. That's a Hex on Dendy. They'll turn the Venomancer into a piggy. Looks like bacon could be for dinner. He survives long enough to get off the ultimate. Mirana will go down as the DOT from Yol ticks him down to death. And Dendy just barely dodges the Ice Blast. We'll be able to
dual breath. There's a lot to block.
Yeah. Absolutely. So still surprised that neither side has got a mech. We've talked about Virtus.Pro, but even Na'Vi could utilize one here. We'll see initiation onto Funnick. The Orchid comes in. They'll have enough to bring him down. On the other side of the fight, though, Venomancer gets dropped right away. It's a 1-for-1 out of the gate. Virtus.Pro now getting jumped on. The Moonlight Shadow flies out, but Skywrath Mage goes down. Havost will jump to safety. Make it happen. Double damage on Havost. Chucks an arrow. Won't connect with anything, but in comes Funnick. There's a Chrono on 3. Connects on FNG as well. Jottam stuck outside, but now your Mystic Flare flies through. Venomancer ultimate comes out, but Na'Vi with just the superior hit point pools here, cutting them down. They'll trade a 3-for-1. It's Virtus.Pro that come out ahead. It's a full team fight the other way. Oh my gosh, Merlini. It looked like Na'Vi were going to take that, but the Poison Nova just...
Man, man. Mech, pipe, so good.
Both
here.
teams could benefit so much from a pipe. It sound like a broken record, but it's a true point. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Yol gets jumped on. BZZ comes right in, but the silence from Dendy is there. Yol in trouble. He'll go down. They get the stun on BZZ. They'll finish him off before the Poison Nova comes out. It's a quick 2-0. The silence from Dendy proving too damn effective. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Vanscore trying to TP home, but the crits from G will bring him down. Necessary to his survival. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Funnick and Jotum going kind of blow for blow here, and he will do some decent damage to this tower. Arrow from downtown connects onto Jotum. In comes Funnick, connects with a Chronosphere onto one. They find the kill on the Jakiro. Yol taking a lot of damage. He'll probably go down. Now the BKB's used. Sadoy joining the party. G's here as well. BZZ pops the ultimate, does a lot of damage, finds the kill onto Havost as Funnick moves into the tree line with the time walk.
Venom Warden. Not sure if VP wants to continue to push because they do have to deal with Chronosphere, but there's one way to deal with it. G on the left side.
He gets turned into a piggy, uses the BKB. Dendy will be able to orb back, and yep, Abyssal Blade comes out and won't be enough. Funnick though, he just gets chopped down, uses the BKB before he falls. G takes an arrow and will just barely be able to live the 4x Bloodlust. Will keep him alive. Sadoy with the Blade Mail on returns a hell of a lot of damage to the Mirana and finds a kill there as he pops his ultimate. Ends up going down, but still a great trade for Virtus.Pro. Now a buyback. Oh my gosh, Dendy just getting multicasted down by Yol so hard. The buyback from Funnick will keep Dendy alive for now, but Yol, can he come in and make something happen? There's the stun from the Sand King, and Yol, the tanky ogre, eventually goes down, but a damn close call for this Fairy Dragon. Low ground and blinks to safety. Still 85 seconds of no Chronosphere, a big net worth swing for Virtus.Pro. Can they break high ground here, Merlini?
I think so. Faceless Void, I mean, he just needs to keep this Lycan in check.
Well, here we go. FNG comes in, does a lot of damage, but takes a lot in return. Goes down straight away. They get a kill on the Jakiro, but they've already lost their tier 3 tower. G in the front lines, doesn't have an ultimate for another 18, has the Aegis for a little while longer, but this will be a lane of barracks. Navi getting cleaned up, a triple cast onto Havost. He gets turned into a piggy. Bacon's on the menu tonight, Merlini. The double kill for Sadoy. The bottom lane of barracks cleans up, and already G headed to the mid lane. The glyph comes out for Navi. Now the buyback from Havost. But this is disastrous. Virtus.Pro might be able to find a victory against Natus Vincere. The fight will continue on. BZZ jumps in, takes an Orchid straight away, gets off the ultimate though, goes kamikaze mode. G will go down, still has the Aegis. It was soon to expire, so a great time for him to get picked off. They'll stick around long enough to finish off this mid lane of barracks. Now G pressing forward, ultimate on, Skywrath Mage goes down, also goes down Dendy. Now Navi really in big trouble. They're on the back foot, the buyback from Dendy, but there's only 2 alive. Void's still down for another 20 seconds. This will be Megas. Virtus.Pro seconds away from upsetting Navi. They get a double cast on Havost. Dendy doing everything he can to stay in this game, but now the Hex is out on Sadoy. Havost uses the BKB, hops back to safety, stands his ground as long as he can, but he goes down. Now FNG back in the fray, gets the stun on Yol. Dendy coming in for the cleanup, and Virtus.Pro may still be repelled, but there it is, the GG. Navi tap out, and Virtus.Pro looking damn hot on their home court.
They look good, and that's the thing about their draft. All they need to win is one or two big fights, most notably the Roshan fight where they just demolished Navi, and then after that it's just like boom, 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 tower, tower, tower. They didn't even itemize that greatly, but it didn't even matter.
Yeah, I agree. They could have bought completely different items that would have been better on paper, but what an impressive display.
Funnick was actually slightly underwhelming. He's usually the anchor, or the